out. I think I mentioned it a few days ago that my older sister was pushing to postpone her sentencing until September, so her attorney can try to use medical as a reason to reduce her sentence. Well, today my attorney let me know that she got the postponement. Now, logically, I should not be upset by this, but I am angry at it because it's just her trying to manipulate the system, and I want her, it's totally selfish, it sounds terrible, but I want her to pay for what she did. I want her to pay for all of the pain that I've gone through, and all the pain she caused, and all the bad things she did, and all the just manipulation and just horribleness that she did, right? And a part of me, a really, really strong part of me, really just wants her to pay, and would be really, really, really mad if she gets easier time. But the other part of me says that it's not really my problem anymore, and it's out of my hands. It's whatever God and the universe decide that she deserves. I mean, if she manipulates the system and is able to get off or get a lower sentence, it's not my place to judge. It's not my place to rail against the universe and say it's not fair. It's not my place. My part of her life and her sentencing and all of that is over. I'm done with her. Whatever the judge decides to do with her, it has nothing to do with me anymore, and I need to realize that and see that and accept that and just totally let go of the it's not fair, she deserves, because that is not my place. And regardless of if it was fair or not for me to be sentenced to prison time or anything, I don't think it's fair. But you know what? If that's the price to pay, life isn't supposed to be fair. There's nowhere, ever, at any point in life that it proves that it is fair in any way. It is not. But all that matters is in the end the scales balance. And I believe in reincarnation, and you will have to repeat the same things over and over again until you get it right. And if that means I suffer in this lifetime, so I learn this lesson, so I don't have to deal with this lesson, and I can evolve in the next life, be a better person, and learn new lessons instead of repeating these same lessons, then I'm fine with that, because life isn't fair. It's a journey. Journeys are hard. They're not about who gets there faster, who gets there slower. It's about your personal journey. It has nothing to do with Rachel anymore. And whether or not she were to be found innocent, she wasn't. And that will never change. And that is enough. And it should be enough, because she can appeal it, she can do everything she wants, she can convince everyone that she's innocent, and whether or not anyone believes me that she used me and was this horrible person, that's not my place. My place is me. My responsibility is me in my life. I don't need to get to that point where I'm like, but she did this, and she did this. No, I am responsible for me. Whether or not she lied to me, I'm still responsible. I believed her. I chose to believe her. I chose to listen to her. I chose to not question her. I chose to give up my authority over myself. I chose to give up my conscience and my control, regardless of knowing what happened or why it was happening or what she was doing with it. I still had a choice and an action, and there's consequences for all of the actions. So whatever happens, it's not about what happens to her. It's not about if she lives or dies, if she is found guilty or innocent, if she goes to prison for 10 years, 20 years, 1 month. It doesn't matter. And I need to remember that so I don't get mad with her manipulating the system. Her actions different things, because I'm still affected enough by her that it makes me angry, and it shouldn't, because it is really of no consequence what happens to her, because she's no longer a part of my life. But it still does. I don't know how to explain it, but I need to let go, because what happens to her is on her, what happens to me is on me, and we are no longer connected. And whatever happens to her, I need to let go of it and not be angry and not care what happens, because it doesn't affect me anymore, because she's not my family anymore. She and I are no longer on the same path, and my journey and her journey are different, and I need to be responsible for my journey and care what happens on my journey, and not be looking over the fence at her. I need to be looking at my yard and dealing with my yard and my stuff and my shit, and not with hers. So it doesn't matter if the judge goes, oh, you poor thing, and believes her and gives her no time. That doesn't matter. What matters is me and my life and my journey, and it's between her and God, and I need to let it go. Easier said than done, but I do need to let it go.